Hello, students. Now we're going to start our second session of this personality in the history series. Now, I apologize that we have made a bit, there's an impasse in our impetus series, but actually, we are covering our current affairs very quickly. We want to finish our current affairs quickly, and we will try to finish our set commitment, especially when it's impending that our prelims examination will be postponed. So we will use this opportunity to provide you more value added content, right? If you have seen, alongside this there will be video we have uploaded of Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. So we are doing on many fronts we are covering, right? So first priority is to finish our current affairs, then this value added content. Okay, so let us start our second session. So in the first session, we have discussed Dadabhai Naoroji. We have discussed the timeline of Dadabhai Naoroji, Grand Indian Old Man, the associations he was associated with, the works, right? And then Dadabhai Naoroji, then the another Parsi who's been a moderate. So we have discussed about Firoz Shah Mehta, different thing, father of Bombay municipality in the timeline series. Then how after his death it led to the possibility of the moderate and extremist union. So this is an important fact there, right? And also remember how many times each have been the president of the your INC. That is also important, relevant to us. Okay. Chalo. Third one is any Besant. We have seen many of the things associated with the Central Hindu School, the Banaras Hindu University, the Commonwealth and New India. Okay, so these are the three personality we have seen. Now we're gonna see in this particular session the trio of the trinity of the Lal, Bal, and Pal. Okay, so Lala Lajpat Rai, Bipin Chandra Pal, and the Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Right. So starting with the Lala Lajpat Rai. So Lala Lajpat Rai, Punjab Kesari, Shere Punjab. Many of the accolades have been given to him. A fierce freedom fighter. Now you'll see his timeline. So starting with his birth night 1865, what you need to remember is his death. Now everybody remembers his death. Why? Because of the Simon Commission protest, he was killed. Right. So starting with 1980s, so he was in the National College in the Lahore. Right. Got his education from there. He came into contact with the Arya Samajist. Okay, so from there he was influenced by the ideas of the Arya Samaj. Okay, in 1986 two things were done. He was instrumental in the setting up of the DAV college in the Lahore. Along with that, he is also instrumental in the setting up of the INC branch in the particular place. Okay, so these two things. Then 1905, everybody knows Swadeshi movement. Now all the three, Lal, Bal, Pal, I have not written many of the things. I've not covered many of the things on the Swadeshi movement front, because I hope you already are doing it on your static end. So these classes are only for the value added content. These should be used in as a complementary to your static content. So Swadeshi movement, for all the three individuals had done in the Swadeshi movement, that is present in your books. That is things I have not touched. I've just given a passing reference. That is why I mentioned in the timeline itself Swadeshi movement. Okay, so the Lala Lajpat Rai has taken the Swadeshi movement to those places. Ajit Singh and Lala Lajpat Rai has taken it to the Punjab area and these areas. Right, different people have taken Swadeshi to the different areas, and these things I have not covered. Then from 1907 he traveled to America. Many of the things that he has done in America, that is relatively important, because UPSC has framed question on that also. Then 1920 he became the president for the special session of the INC, where finally NCM, National Non-Cooperation Movement, was launched. What you need to also know that initially he was not in the favor of non-cooperation movement. Okay, we will see how Lord also the Bal, that is not Pal, sorry, Bipin Chandra Pal was also not in favor of the Gandhian strategy. Okay, that how extremist is different from the Gandhian strategy, right? So he was not in favor, but he finally agreed to it. Then he was imprisoned from 1921-23, and in the later half of his life he was Swarajist, right, the pro-council entry people. However, within the Swarajist, if you remember your static syllabus, within the Swarajist also a division came, right? Those were the responsivist. So he was among that group who were the responsivists. So that part is also important. And finally, when he protested against the Simon Commission, he was death blow was given because some lathi charge on him. Okay, so this is the short timeline of Lala Lajpat Rai. So let us discuss few of the things. So starting with the Dayanand Anglo-Vedic College 1986, where he was instrumental in setting up. I've taken directly from your static book that you read. So there was a difference between two groups among the Arya Samajist, you can say, or in the college. So first one, the college party, college party, and second was the Mahatma party. So first issue was contention was what should be the syllabus. So Lala Lajpat Rai was in the college party, right? So college party, he said what should be the syllabus. So college party was in the favor of the some professional the first professional needs, the economic needs, whereas the Mahatma party wants some Sanskrit and the Vedic philosophy should be taught, like in the ancient Gurukul it was done. So this was the first area of contention, that what should be the syllabus between these two parties. First was college party and second was Mahatma party, right? Gurukul party. The second area of contention was the vegetarianism. So this college party will also will say, you can see, right? It is a more liberal trend in this party. Lala Lajpat Rai was associated with this. So a question can be asked, they can ask his views on these things. So Lala Lajpat Rai and the college party says that there is no problem of it is a choice. It's a personal choice. And they say it is not mentioned in the principles of the Arya Samaj. So Arya Samaj does not enforce vegetarianism on the people. It is ultimately the choice of the people. However, the Mahatma party will say, right, a more conservative, they will say no, strict vegetarianism should be there. So this is that. In fact, this fight is going on till the time. In fact, I've seen one of the fake news in COVID-19 that in India, like my father was reading the WhatsApp and one of the fake news has come. I hope that's a fake news. That all the patients who have died or who are getting corona are non-vegetarians. Right? So this vegetarian, non-vegetarian fight is still going on today. And we are talking about 100 years before. Right, so finally Arya Samaj was split on these issues. That's an issue for the Arya Samaj. Now after that we have discussed the Swadeshi movement. So Swadeshi movement I have not discussed here, right? Then in 1907 he traveled to the United States. There he went to the US West Coast. He toured the Sikh community. Then he discussed many of the travelogues he has written. Travelogues, right? So travelogues are basically when you travel a lot and you write all the things in your thing. Lala Lajpat Rai has written also my autobiography, his autobiographical account. Okay, so many of the because he used to study a lot, he has studied about Mazzini, Hitler, and all these things. Not Hitler, sorry, Hitler was not there. But Mazzini and Garibaldi, all these people, Italian unification. So in the United States, he talked about the sociological similarity between the caste in India and the race in USA. Because the problem of blacks and whites in USA, everybody knows. So he talked about the sociological similarities. Then he also petitioned in the US Senate about the maladministration in the British in India. Similar to what being done by the Dadabhai Nauroji. He has done it in a more institutional form. Right? In the England, if you remember, last time we have done similar things were done by the Lala Lajpat Rai in the US. Then he came back to India. Right? So he returned in 1919 and he led the special session for the non-cooperation movement. The special session was at the Calcutta, okay, and where the non-cooperation movement was finally launched with the background of Jallianwala Bagh massacre and Rowlatt Act. I hope all these things you are doing, because history is the very common subject that every students feel comfortable with. Then Lala Lajpat Rai was initially not, as I told you, not in the favor of the non-cooperation movement. But finally he supported it. However, when it was withdrawn by the Chauri Chaura incident, he said he withdrew from the movement. Right? He did not withdraw. He protested against the withdrawal by the Mahatma Gandhi, the sudden withdrawal of the NCM. On the other front, one more thing we need to know, on the front of the trade unionism, that is the growth of the working class movement in India. Right? Working class means basically the workers working in the factories. So one of the starting things, one of the instrumental thing was AITUC, that is All India Trade Union Congress, and Lala Lajpat Rai was its first president. So this is one thing we need to know. Okay, and also UPSC is not asking tough questions, so also remember his name, Diwan Chaman Lal, as a general secretary. Right? Okay. After that, working movement gained momentum, because in 1920s, also 1920s, because 1917 Russian Revolution has taken place. So the working class movement has taken a lot of inspiration from Russian Revolution. One of the classic statement of Lenin was, "Workers of the world unite. You have nothing to lose but your chains." Right. So after the 1920s and 1920s, the working class movement is like it got boost in India as also. Then we talk about his activities in the legislature. So in the legislature, he was the Swarajist, pro-choice, not pro-choice, but pro council entry. But within the Swarajist, they got changes into doing. So one was responsivist, another was non-cooperators. Non-cooperators within the Swarajist, who still believed in the faith in the mass movement, right? Especially the division has come after the death of the C.R. Das, because C.R. Das and Motilal Nehru were the initial champions of the Swarajist entry. But after C.R. Das died, the Swaraj party got its was what we say, lost his strength, and obviously the division did not help. So who were the responsivists? Including Lala Lajpat Rai, people like Madan Mohan Malviya. We will discuss Madan Mohan Malviya, and N.C. Kelkar will discuss. So Madan Mohan Malviya, Lala Lajpat Rai, N.C. Kelkar, M.R. Jayakar, these were the responsivists, and they wanted to work for the reform and hold offices wherever possible. So they wanted to hold offices. They wanted to cooperate with the government. So they want to cooperation with the government, hold offices, and they wanted to protect the Hindu interest. And that is why you can smell the feeling of the communalism also. So they want to protect the Hindu interest. And obviously these people will call these people what? Anti-Hindu, right? These were ridiculed as anti-Hindu by the responsivists, because they say they were too secular or something in the similar debate currently we are facing. And one of the non-cooperator was Motilal Nehru. Now, if you remember the debate about Swaraj, so there was a first debate that whether we should go for the council or not. So those who says that we should not go for the council, they argued for the same fact, that once we get the office, we get to attach to it, because nobody wants to lose power, and that can be reflection can be seized there. And one of the argument given by the pro-Swarajist, who says that we want to enter into legislative assembly, they said that we will use assembly as a forum for non-cooperation. We will not cooperate with the British. But you can see how the situation has changed with the help with the Swarajist group. Okay, so he was in the responsivist group within the Swarajist party. I hope this is very clear in your static syllabus. Then finally came the Simon Commission, one single point which has unified all the previously divided sections. So John Simon led the 7 people, all British committee, all foreigners committee, to come into India to study the constitutional reform and make recommendation to the India. And that is how Indians got offended. They felt that they were offended not because of that these contents only the Britishers. They are offended that they do not believe in Indians' capacity to govern, that Indians cannot decide their constitutional fate. So that is a what we say insult to the Indians, right? It is against the right to self-determination, and that is why a lot of protest was against the Simon Commission. Everybody knows Simon go back or something. Okay, so within the protest, Lala Lajpat Rai got blown, some lathis were charged, and he was assaulted. So who was the person responsible? James A. Scott, right? So finally, he ordered the police lathi, and obviously the matter was also raised in the British Parliament, because he was a very prominent personality of that time. But British government obviously denied any role in the Rai's death, right? So Bhagat Singh, who did not witness the event. So first of all, remember, he did not witness the event. But however, he said, "Acha, it is also that because of the communal angle, and especially the responsivist thing, Bhagat Singh, earlier who considered Lala Lajpat Rai as its mentor, as a role model, finally he himself has says that he divided ways from the Lala Lajpat Rai. He did not like the communal angle in the Lala Lajpat Rai's thinking. He himself says, "Why am I an atheist?" He's a book of Bhagat Singh. He did not like the idea that the things are divided getting on the communal lines. However, after the death of Lala Lajpat Rai, he vowed to take the revenge. And they apparently killed not the Scott, but they killed the Saunders. So remember, these things can be, UPSC can ask you these things. These are the very small, fine details, right? So they have not killed the Scott, they have killed the Saunders. So Saunders were not responsible for the Lala Lajpat Rai's death. Getting my point? So this is what you need to remember, because they can get you confused, because everybody knows the story, right? No question will be asked then why Simon Commission was opposed. No, these questions will not be asked. They will ask you questions on the personality centric, and if they ask personality centric, then these questions can be asked. Okay, so this is Lala Lajpat Rai. So we have discussed Lala Lajpat Rai in detail. Let us quickly see. So in 1980s, his own college, his own education in the Lahore College, right? Then he got influenced with the Arya Samaj, then Arya Samaj establishment, INC, then Swadeshi movement, then finally traveled to the America, different things in America. He has his own autobiographical accounts. We have read that. Then a special session at INC for the non-cooperation movement, then got imprisoned 1920-23, and finally when he came out, he became a responsivist in the Legislative Assembly. Okay, and finally due to Simon Commission, he died. This is the timeline of Lala Lajpat Rai. Okay, so we are done with Lal. Now we will go to the Bipin Chandra Pal. So Bipin Chandra Pal is also known as the father of the revolutionary thought in India. Okay, Aurobindo, Shri Aurobindo, we'll discuss Aurobindo next session. Aurobindo referred to him as the mightiest prophets of the nationalism. Okay, a lot of information on Bipin Chandra Pal is not there, because he retired from the active politics later on, and he was he was active for a brief period, but this much information is relevant for us. And if you see in your books itself, no specific notes have been given on Bipin Chandra Pal, because whenever his name has come, all the three names have come simultaneously. This is that. But we will try to find we'll try to use this particular information, what is relevant for us for our purposes. So 1858 born, not important. Then 1932. What you need to remember, that after Swadeshi movement, he 1908, when the repression of the government has come, he has retired from the active politics. In fact, this is one of the problems of the Swadeshi movement. Many of the leaders, for example, when we'll see Tilak, we'll see 1907, 1908, he was given sedition charges and he was thrown to jail for 6 years. Right? Bipin Chandra Pal retired from the active politics. Next time we will see Aurobindo Ghosh. So Aurobindo Ghosh, what he did? Aurobindo Ghosh retired from the politics and he went to Pondicherry to do his philosophy. We read Philosophy, Integral Humanism of Aurobindo. We'll see next time. Right? So 1987, one of the important event associated with Bipin Chandra Pal, he plea for the repeal of the Arms Act. Then 1905, everybody knows Swadeshi and anti-partition. He led the charge, I should say, in the extremist front. Obviously, after the anti-partition movement transformed to Swadeshi and backward, they were the main achievements of the extremists, in fact. Lal Bal Pal. Okay? Right. And after that, he retired from the active politics. So first of all, Arms Act in 1987 in Madras session of INC, he strong plea for the repeal of the Arms Act. So Arms Act was introduced during the time of the Lord Lytton, one of the person who was responsible for many of the reactionary policies, right? So Lord Lytton was there. So what was the Arms Act? So they can ask you question on the Arms Act itself, because recently Arms Act 2019 has been passed in Parliament also. So Arms Act 1877, I think it was that. What was the idea? Why he was asking for the repeal of the Arms Act? Because it was discriminatory. Okay, it was discriminatory because the Arms Act of 1878 talked about that British can have arms without license, first of all. Secondly, no Indian can manufacture, sell, possess or carry firearms. Right? Indians can do it by having a license, but having a license itself was a tedious process. So it was de facto that no Indian can possess the arms, but every Britishers can. So it was discriminatory, and any unlicensed girl can be a punishable offense up to 3 years. Getting my point? So it was discriminatory, that is why he opposed it. In fact, Mahatma Gandhi in 1919 opposed the Arms Act. And Arms Act is one of the important acts, right? Okay, so he was also a journalist. He worked for Bengal Public Opinion, and he propagated his own types of nationalism, right? So he is your profession for spreading patriotic feeling and the social awareness. One of the important works. So Democrat, he was editor of the Democrat, Independent, New India Weekly. Then he published the biography. This one is important. Queen Victoria of in Bangla, Swaraj and the present situation and the soul of the India. Two of his many books written. So remember these facts. If you just read them once, and the question is asked, you are able to get it. Okay, that this Bipin Chandra Pal has written this. Okay, next is he had no faith. Obviously he was an extremist. He had no faith in the mild protest. In fact, the Gandhian method, he called that many of the Gandhian method are rooted more in the magic than in the logic, and that is why he said like many of the things he has not in common with the Mahatma Gandhi. In fact, one of the reasons that many of the leaders have retired from the politics because of the prominence of the Gandhian politics in the national movement. So we have done Bipin Chandrapal. This much I think is relevant for our prelims purposes. I think many of the questions have not been asked on Bipin Chandrapal, but we have to cover it. So 1987 Arms Act. So we have discussed in detail why Arms Act was discriminatory. Then anti-partition Sudashi, and finally he retired from the active politics. Right. So this is Bipin Chandrapal. Now we're gonna see the last one, third one, the Bal Gangadhar Tilak. So Bal Gangadhar Tilak is known as the father of Indian unrest. So also remember these titles that have been given, right? Some title we have seen for the Bipin Chandrapal. So title given to him and title given to Tilak, because the confusion can be there. One of the prominent statement by him is Swaraj is my birthright and I will take it. I shall have it. So his story, it starts in 1980. He founded the new. Earlier he was very much associated with the educational reforms. So he founded a new educational school which was known as the Ferguson College in Pune. So in 1980s, efforts for education have been there, right? Deccan India Dedication Education Society, which led to the Ferguson College, which formed the Ferguson College. But finally, he decided to cut away from it and focus on the political aspects of things. So he started his political career. 1980, he joined the INC. So remember, he was not the founding member of the INC. So these are the very small things that can come. So you have to apply this material. So if the question comes, he was one of the founding member of INC, he is not. Then very famous age of consent controversy was there in 1981. Then he was the first sedition case towards the Tilak came in the Chapekar brother controversy when they killed the Rand, Plague Commissioner Rand. Then Swadeshi and Boycott 1905, 1906. Then the second sedition case has come in the Muzaffarpur bomb case. Okay, then Home Rule League with Any Besant, and finally August 1920 he died. Right? So let's start. So we have, I think, no need to discuss this. This also he joined INC. Then start with the age of consent controversy itself. So age of consent basically bill. So you need to remember what age of consent bill says. Age of consent bill has raised the age of the marriageable age from 10 to 12. Now everybody knows that Tilak was opposed it. Why he was opposed it? He was not opposed to the social reform itself. He was not opposed to the idea that the age of the women should be increased, but he was opposed to the idea that the Indians should do it. It should not be in the hands of the British. Who are the British to reform us? That is the point. Right? We should do it on our own. That is the main point. In fact, many of the social positions are a bit we'll see many of the things have portrayed him as Hindu nationalist. For example, his use of the Shivaji and Ganpati festival. In fact, one of the criticism, if you have read in the Swadeshi movement in the Bipin Chandra, so he said that there was a Hindu tinge in the Swadeshi movement because of the use of the festivals like Ganpati festival, and that is why many of the Mohammedans have remained at the periphery of the Swadeshi movement. And that is why it was not one of the limitations of the Swadeshi movement, he was saying. Right? Right. So, Ganpati and Shivaji festival, everybody knows in 1890s, he started the use of this to mobilize people. Right? Because India cannot be mobilized. The idea was that we need to mobilize people. Now we can mobilize people on which basis? So, he said some pre-modern identities. For example, as a Hindu, or the religious aspect, the cultural aspect, so mobilize people on those front, because people cannot be mobilized on the front of the idea of the nationalism. These ideas were relatively new to them. Okay, so they need some common basic thread that connects every one of them, and then he used this that creative use of the religion and the culture. Right. So finally, 1987, 1897, sorry, 1897. So Chapekar brothers, two of his disciples, Chapekar brothers and Damodar and Balkrishna, they have murdered the plague commissioner of Pune, Rand. So there was a plague in 1896, huge plague in Pune. So the commissioner, plague commission was appointed, and the way he conducted the plague, the search and seizure, all these things were conducted. So people were, the Tilak was basically in principle agreeing with him that yes, the um, the efforts have to be taken, some stringent efforts have to be taken to contain the plague. However, the way it was conducted by the British was very discriminatory, and then Chapekar brother killed them. And Tilak, in his work, compare the way Afzal Khan was killed by the Shivaji. So basically, kind of he justified it, right? So the Britishers saw it as an incitement to kill the British officer, and that is why he was awarded the 18-month rigorous punishment. Okay, so remember in 1987, 18-month rigorous punishment was given because it was said that the writings of the Tilak were the instrumental in inciting the offense, inciting the violence, and helping these people ideologically. However, that particular incident when he was imprisoned got him the national-wide publicity. So he was known as the Lokmanya from there. So idea that Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak, he got after that night. Okay, so overnight he became a national hero. Then obviously after that we read about Swadeshi movement. So his idea was about Swaraj, very clear. Kesari and Maratha, one of his publications. So for example, Kesari, what you need to remember, small detail again. I told you Kesari and Maratha. So Maratha, remember, Maratha was an English, and Kesari, you can see Kesari in the Marathi, right? But Kesari Marathi was Marathi, local language, so it is done on the daily basis. English, a foreign language, Maratha on the weekly basis. So this small detail you need to know, that which is Maratha, which is daily, which is English, which is weekly. Very small detail, right? So this one you need to know. Okay, so that is why. Then in 1908, so Praful Chaki and Khudiram Bose threw a bomb and carried in the Muzaffarpur, right? And it was not properly bombed, so 2 women were killed. And Tilak in his paper again defended the revolutionary and called for immediate Swaraj. And then again he was charged with sedition. So second time he was charged in sedition in 1908. And finally, when he got sedition, he was in the jail for 6 years. So he was in the Burma. He wrote Gita Rahasya, right? One of the works he has done. He was sedition and he was transported to Mandalay for 6 years. Okay. At that point, a lot of strikes were there when he was there. So Lenin hailed that as an entrance of the Indian working class on the political stage. So one of the comments of Lenin. Right. Then 1914 he came out, and then he again some conciliatory measures, some conciliation on his part was seen, because it was mentioned that he got some diabetics while he was in the jail. So he made some conciliatory measures. He told the government, he reassured them that we will not try to overthrow the government. We will try to reform the administration, and he reassured them of his loyalty. But again, he tried with Ani Besant for the reconciliation of the extremist and the moderate, especially post the death of Firoz Shah Mehta, who was a fierce moderate, very critical of the extremist. Then his Home Rule League itself started in 1916. Okay, so his area of the Home Rule League, you should know, as compared to the Ani Besant. So his area was restricted to the Maharashtra, excluding the Bombay city and the Karnataka central province and Berar, right? All these things you know. Okay, then 1918, also he was third time sedition case was charged on him in 1916, but there was no jail time. Okay, so he faced sedition charges 3 times. Then in 1918 he went to England. He went outside for some case was there, and that is why it is said the Home Rule League was left leaderless, because Annie Besant was happy with the reforms that have come, Montagu Chelmsford reform, and Tilak went to the outside. Tilak went outside for related to some case, right? So Home Rule League was left with leaderless. So that's all the information that we have. August 1920. So I think it was around the launch of the non-cooperation movement. Tilak has died. In fact, Gandhi also considered Tilak along with the Gokhale as one of the influential figure that have a lot of impact on him, right? So this is the Tilak short timeline. So please complement all this material from whatever the static you are reading. I told you already in starting with the impetus series that the political history you must be doing. I hope at this point, if you are preparing for prelims, you have done a lot of political history portion. Here, what we are trying to do, we are trying to give you a different perspective to things. These things which you have not covered, right? So starting with 1880s when he done for the education reform, then he started his political journey, started INC, then Age of Consent Bill, then Chapekar brother first citizen, then second sedition and third sedition after Home Rule League. Second one he got 6-year jail, first one he got 18-month jail, after that he got the title of the Lok Nayak, right? These things. Kesari Maratha we have done, so remember the subtle difference between those two. Okay, with this we finish our discussions. Let us solve a question. Few of the questions let us solve. So he wrote, so into 2018 there was a question, so they have given 4 options. Who was the person? He wrote the biographies of Mazzini, Garibaldi, Shivaji and Shri Krishna. Okay, let us know, we don't know it. Then he stayed in America for some time. Now this is a thing. So he stayed in America in some time. When you read about Aurobindo Ghosh, you will see he was not there. Then Bipin Chandrapal we have read, he was not, he didn't went to America. Lala Lajpat Rai can be there and Motilal Nehru can be there. But we have read about Lala Lajpat Rai that he went to America and he did it. And also, I told you that he's written a lot of autobiographies, his own autobiographic account, and he has read about these people. Okay, then Motilal Nehru. Then he was also elected to the Central Assembly. Then again, I talked about the responsivist. So it will be Lala Lajpat Rai. Even if you are not able to get to the C and D, not able to decide C and D, but still you are able to eliminate at least 2 options. And that increases the probability from 25% to the 50%. Right? And prelim examination is all about increasing the probability of getting the questions right. Now we'll see a few questions. 1995, there was a question, which of the following is not correctly matched? Now we have not seen many of the things. Let us see the third part. Lala Lajpat Rai National School of Lahore, it is a right option, right? So this is the, like, if you're not able to get all the option, for example, we also know this, Dadabhai Naroji and the Bombay Association, this is also right, this is also right. Then Bal Gangadhar Tilak, have we read about Satyasodak Samaj? Answer is no. So if you have done everything about Bal Gangadhar Tilak and we have not read about Satyasodak Samaj, that means it will be wrong. And Satyasodak Samaj itself is very famous with Jyotiba Phule. So you must know this. Okay. So this is a wrong statement. Next is Arya Samaj. Now, if you see this question, Lala Lajpat Rai have taken this question because Lala Lajpat Rai was mentioned. So let us read. I don't know about other parts. Let us see only B part. Lala Lajpat Rai was opposed to the appeal of Arya Samaj to the Vedic authority of the Veda in support of a social reform program. Do you think? But Lala Lajpat Rai was attracted to the idea of Arya Samaj. So option number 2 is wrong. If option number 2 is wrong, then this is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. So only option 3 is wrong. So even if you know only one statement, you are able to solve this question. You see, beauty of UPSC. Right. So the questions I'll try to pose 1 to 2 questions after every impetus series. That's what I have done in the Tiger Reserve also. So this will be the end of the session. Right. So we have done 6 personality by now and we'll try to include more. So please go to the Amrita IS Telegram channel and find all the PDFs. PDF of current affairs and all the other points we will find there. Along with that, we have already doing the ministry series, compilation series. So we had done 2 Ministry of Minority Affairs and Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change is already video will be alongside this particular video. Also do see I'm again and again telling you Tiger Reserve, and very soon we'll be coming on the Ramsar side series as well. And also among the defense, among the current affairs, do the selective, also do the selective part. If you want to focus on specific things from January, February and March, please do see the science and tech portion, because I'll be coming up with many compilations of the science and tech in this time. Okay. So with this, we finish our session. See you everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye.